one boat that was tilted to its side. But for the most part, Coconut Grove, I think Mayor Tomas Regalado told us yesterday that a pier in Dinner Key.
You were there at the Dinner Key Marina, Janine.
I was. Dinner Key, there was some destruction to some boats at Dinner Key. We saw a couple of boats that came off their lines. They got washed up. And so, yeah, there was a little bit of a mess in Dinner Key. And just like the Keys and so many other boating communities in South Florida, these are boats where people live.
I think that's the field at Ransom. That is. Oh, my gosh, that's a boat all the way up on the other side of Ransom's soccer field. And, oh, my goodness, that's their brand new, gorgeous pool and their pool center. Yikes, that is Ransom Everglades High School.
Yeah, one of the best private schools in South Florida. And wow.
That boat was lifted up, carried all the way up. And look at that other boat in the top left of your screen. That is not supposed to be there. And that is the waterway there right behind Ransom Everglades. And I mean, a lot of destruction to their field there and their stands. I mean, that can be repaired.
Looks like damage to are those just pumps in a swimming pool there, or?
I don't know what that is. But you're right, it looks like it's not any structural damage, just sort of damage to the grounds. It just shows you the power of Mother Nature, of wind and a little storm surge, and that's all it takes.
Some workers there already from the school. Everyone assessing the damage today, and hopefully they don't have their power lines down. They do have a lot of lights for that field.
Well, and if you look at the bottom right of your screen, 78 degrees. 78 degrees. That is not bad. That is
If you don't have AC, 78 feels like you can juxtapose those numbers.
Right, but
it makes
it certainly makes it more bearable after a hurricane to have it 78 degrees. You can open your windows. You can start doing some work.
These are some of the most expensive properties in Miami-Dade County. This is where LeBron James had his home for a while.
Alex Rodriguez.
These gorgeous little homes. Look at that, 3 boats up on the backyard. Wild shots to see
pushed all together like toys. And the wind gusts, the hurricane wind gusts, were the major issue for Miami-Dade County because they were sustained over hours. I mean, we're talking winds of 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. I think there was a wind clock at 94 miles an hour at MIA yesterday. So, seeing some of this is not remarkable or incredible, but I guess when you see it in real time and know that, that wind did this kind of damage, it is truly astonishing to see.
I think most people are just so glad to have their roofs intact. Glenn Milberg brought us a man last night on Miami Beach who had a huge gaping hole in his roof, water coming down. I mean, he was just in a panic and a rush all night long in the dark, no power, trying to deal with water pouring in from his roof. So, I mean, that was a leak, but he lost a substantial part of his roof.
And I have some sad news to report. It is not 78 degrees. Weather stations are not reporting because things are getting knocked offline.
No wonder.
So, if you're sweating out there, we're sorry about that. It was actually, and in fact, it was actually 85 when we were driving up here. I thought maybe there was just a beautiful cool down, and Mother Nature said, here you go, here's a consolation prize.
These reporting stations have not been able to fill us in. They have lost their ability, and this is that beautiful park there just north of Ransom, where so many people go for that little bit of a playground right there, and it's a big dog park as well in this area, and quite a bit of debris and up, and the sand and the
that would be a baseball
seaweed.
field. That's not how home plate is supposed to look.
Well, and this is sort of the day after that people are itching to get out. They're itching to look at their neighborhoods, at their properties. But of course, as officials say, there's still a little bit of a danger out there because you don't know if you're going to be driving on the road. The lights are out, the power lines are perhaps down. And so you've got to be careful if you're out and about.
Yeah, and on the right, this is kind of that yacht club there in Coconut Grove. It's all this area down by Miami City Hall and Monty's, and then you make that big curve, and the next thing you know, you're down by Ransom Everglades. So we are seeing what has happened to these boats. It's such a unique nook back there, and no doubt the winds and the water just.
And Janine, that's Dinner Key on the left there for you. Where the pier was damaged.
But on the right, you can see too, these boats have now taken root on the sandbars, and they are just piled up one next to the other, tucked onto these sandbars. Boats that were most likely not able to be tied down, and they were in a very precarious spot there, right in Coconut Grove.
Look at that. That looks like that's a boat that just went right up on that dock. Look at that catamaran. It's right up on there. You can try to tie it and tie it on the cleats as best as you can, but it's really no match for storm surge and strong winds. We actually spoke to a man yesterday and yesterday the conditions were still extremely windy and rainy. This was at about 6 o'clock in the evening. The sun hadn't gone down yet. He was in a full rain gear, and the rain was just pelting, and he still wanted to go out to check on his boat and check on some of his friends' boats. And he sustained a little damage to his hull and was taking some pictures. And
ooh, look
yeah,
at the
just a
right in
mess.
Coconut Grove. I mean, these are some very nice boats. And I think we're now up around by Monty's there. Yes, and right there in the heart of Coconut Grove. You see the big tall buildings there, some of those newer condos. This is right by City Hall and Monty's. Most of those docks are empty, but the boats that were there did take a real hit. This is all south of Mercy Hospital. And now we're going to make our way up there on the right as we keep an eye on Florida City on the left. And there's another. Is that a boat right up where it shouldn't be? Right up behind someone's home. And another
like
boat
that.
sunken.
Oh, yeah,
There you go.
underwater, it looks like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
storm
what
surge over here,
insurance is
too,
for,
was an
right?
issue.
Yes.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yes.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
just hard to see for people. But thank God and that one's about to go completely under. Thank goodness these roofs are intact, though. The homes
Right.
are intact, and that's what people really care about.
And all of that can be replaced.
Yeah,
And so
especially,
far, we have not heard of any loss of life.
Only in Miami-Dade County, one death so far was someone who had a generator in their home. One person has died from carbon monoxide poisoning, and that's exactly what Max talks about too. These after effects and the deaths that happen after a storm. So
Yeah,
please be
indirect
careful out
deaths.
there.
Right.
Yeah, indirect deaths that he talked about. And also, keep in mind too, don't try to go outside and assess the damage. And anywhere where there's a down power line, that's a major issue, because just consider any line that's down to be hot and try to avoid it as much as you can. It looks like we're coming up on some sort of a bay and harbor here where you can see, well, that boat there did not survive.
There you go.
Winding up on its side, taking on water.
And how random. 3 other boats look fine, and that one
Right.
is just a loss. And that's the power of Mother Nature. It is so random to see some homes just fine, some homes with power, some not. Some boats will make it, and others will not.
Yeah,
All it
that's-
just takes is the right sort of angle for a gust of wind to come
That's
and whip you up in the right place at the right time. or
And
the
you
wrong
felt
place
that
at
in
the right
Coral
time.
Gables, not
Sure.
far from our shot there in Coconut Grove. You were in the Gables last night, and at times it was fine. And then other times, I mean, it can just lift you off your feet.
Yeah,
Yep.
people tried to do the right thing by tying their boats down and making sure they were secure, but even that was no match for the winds of Hurricane Irma. And some people are looking at this and thinking, wow, 25 years ago. I mean, this is sort of what they felt and sort of what the coverage was like back then, to just kind of see it for the first time in real time and go, whoa, wow, this is remarkable. But some people think that we dodged a bullet, and certainly by not having any deaths, at least directly related to the hurricane, we did from that sense, because these are luxuries. I mean, having boats here and having a catamaran, I mean, that's a luxury.